One of the oldest Chinese restaurants, not just in Karachi but in the country, is Yuan Tung. I haven't been here before, but a lot of my friends from Karachi have been and they've grown up visiting this place. There's a lot of nostalgia associated with it. We do have plenty of desi Chinese options in Islamabad as well, but I really wanted to come and try out the Karachi version of it because my experience with Chinese food in Desi Chinese in Karachi hasn't always been great. So I'm meeting a friend here today who's told me Yuan Tung is proper Desi Chinese and I cannot wait to try it out. Let's go check it out. Pakistanis love Chinese food, but not Chinese Chinese. We love Desi Chinese, which is basically fusion Chinese, the Pakistani twist on Chinese food. I remember this one time about 6-7 years ago when I came to Karachi, a friend of mine took me to have Desi Chinese, and there was a lot of green chili and red chili, and it basically felt like I was having a handi. The chow mein felt like chow mein handis. So I do understand and I do want to give this disclaimer that Desi Chinese is not authentic Chinese, but it's still a cuisine of its own and it still has certain rules that you need to follow. And one of those rules is you can't make it taste like a handi. That's what it tasted like when I had it about 6-7 years ago. Can I just say I loved the old school 80s Chinese restaurant vibes of this place. I actually like that they haven't renovated it to look modern because sometimes you need that old school vibe. It adds character. The menu design is also fuss free, no design whatsoever. I think the only thing they've updated on this menu in the past 40 years perhaps are the prices. I like that. This is not a complaint. So for our order, we went with chicken chow mein, fried beef with chili, garlic fried rice, and chicken with vegetables and tofu. That's it. No chicken Manchurian. One staple dish in Desi Chinese or Pakistani Chinese cuisine is chicken Manchurian, and you will find every Pakistani Chinese restaurant will serve some variation of it. However, I personally do not like it. Yes, shocking, I know. The country of Pakistani China is offended because I bashed their national dish. However, I feel ketchup doesn't really go well with something that's stir fried or that belongs in Chinese food, even if it is Pakistani Chinese. Because let's face it, even in Pakistani food, we don't use ketchup. Ketchup is a very American ingredient, and I don't know what that Indian guy who came up with Manchurian was thinking by adding ketchup, because that's what people in the subcontinent do. They mix Western ingredients with Chinese flavors and end up calling it Indo-Chinese or Desi Chinese. But that's a separate rant for a separate video one day. But I am putting this out there that chicken Manchurian is usually the go-to order at a Pakistani Chinese restaurant. Chicken shashlik is another popular Pakistani Chinese dish which is similar to Manchurian. It has a similar ketchupy profile with more veggies however, and the chicken is stir-fried, not deep-fried separately in a batter and added to the sauce later like they do for a Manchurian. Taste-wise, they are quite similar, which is exactly why I don't like shashlik either. Once again, sorry to the country of Pakistani China. First things first, 10 out of 10 for the portion sizes for these dishes because I feel 3 to 4 people can easily eat this much food. Good job with the portion sizes. We were already off to a good start. I loaded my plate up with everything all at once because I was very hungry and I wanted a little bit of everything in my plate. Sorry for being greedy. First up was the garlic rice. This rice, just on its own even, was amazing. The garlic flavor really came through in every single grain of rice. It was wonderfully stir-fried and it had such a nice smoky wok flavor. 10 out of 10 for the garlic rice. I had it with the stir-fried chicken with vegetables and tofu gravy, which was also pretty great. The veggies were fresh and still a little crunchy, not overcooked, and the chicken was fresh and the gravy had so much flavor. Not sure if they used actual chicken broth or just a chicken stock cube. I couldn't honestly even tell. I would have just liked more variety of vegetables in this. I've had this type of chicken and vegetable gravy stir fry many times in many restaurants, and they usually have more variety of vegetables like broccoli, zucchini, green onions, etc. Here they just had carrot, cabbage, capsicum, and maybe one bok choy stem in there. A bit too basic and simple, but it was still yummy. I had another helping of this with the garlic rice because it was so delicious. 8 out of 10 for this dish. Next up was the chicken chow mein. The chicken to vegetable to noodle ratio was great, but taste-wise, I wasn't as happy with it as I was with the previous two items. The noodles were a bit too dry, and the sauce they had used to stir-fry the noodles in didn't really seem to have any oyster sauce or even soy sauce for that matter. Or maybe they did put those in, but the ratio of sauce to noodles wasn't exactly right. I've had way better desi Chinese chow mein in Islamabad. Yes, for some reason, Islamabad seems to do desi Chinese really well, thankfully. But anyway, I wasn't blown away by the chow mein at Yuan Tung. I give this a 6.5 out of 10. And lastly, we had the fried beef with chilies. Once again, please look at this portion size. I was very happy with that. And also very happy with how this tasted. Because it wasn't too dry, the beef was very juicy and tender, and the spice level hit just right. Both the taste and the texture of this dish were great. They absolutely nailed this dish. It's great to have with either garlic rice or mixed in with chow mein, or honestly, if you can handle the spice, just have it on its own as well. 8 out of 10 for the fried beef with chilies. Overall, I think Yuan Tung is a must-have for anyone visiting Karachi or anyone living in Karachi who still hasn't been there before. Because why haven't you gone yet? I just got done with my lunch and I can safely say it was spot on desi Chinese. It was really good. I think my favorite item was the garlic fried rice and the dried beef with chilies. They were how desi Chinese is supposed to be. I probably won't be having any more desi Chinese options in Karachi because we have plenty of those in Islamabad as well. In fact, we have them all over the country because Pakistanis love desi Chinese, as I said in the start of this video. What I will be trying soon, I think tomorrow, is going to be Thai food. A friend of mine has told me about this new Thai place that's opened up. After Pakistani food, if I were to own a cuisine, if I were to say, oh my god, this should have been my cuisine, this should have been my food, this should have been the food of my people, it would definitely be Thai food. So I can never get enough of Thai food, even though we do get pretty decent Thai food options in Islamabad as well. Thai food is one cuisine that I will go have everywhere I go. Even if it's bad, it's really good. So I can't wait to try out the place that's recently opened here in Karachi. My friend has been raving about it. Can't wait to try it. You can check out the review of that new place and find out what that new place is in this video right here.